So today I'm going to talk about Euclid 2021 problem number 4. So starting off with A, if 3 times a to the power of x plus 5 times a to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of 61, what is the value of the real number x? So for this question, we want to convert everything to the same base so we can use the exponent as being equal to solve for x. So straight off, we can simplify this to 8 times 8 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the 61. And 8 times 8 to the power of x would just be 8 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to, since we want to have it to the same base, we can have 2 to the power of 3, which is going to be 8. And since we have 2 to the power of 3 here, we have to divide the original exponent by 3. Now we have 8 to the x plus 1 is equal to 8 to the 61 over 3. Since we have everything in the same base, the exponents are going to be equal. So x plus 1 is equal to 61 over 3. And from there, we can solve for x, which is 58 over 3. So now moving on to B. For some real numbers x, m, and n, the list 3n squared, m squared, 2 times bracket m plus 1 bracket squared consists of 3 consecutive integers written in increasing order. Determine all possible values of m. So one important thing to know is that since they're consecutive, 3n squared can be expressed as m squared minus 1. So 3n squared is equal to m squared minus 1. And same thing applies for 2 times n plus 1 bracket squared. That is equal to m squared plus 1. So from here, we can easily isolate for m squared. We have from equation number 1, m squared is equal to 3n squared plus 1. And using this equation, we can sub for that for m squared in equation number 2. So we have 2 times n plus 1 squared is equal to 3n squared plus 1 plus 1. We have 2n squared plus 4n plus 2 is equal to 3n squared plus 2. And we can simplify that to n squared minus 4n is equal to 0. And factoring that, we have n times n minus 4 is equal to 0. n is equal to 0 and 4. Now we can sub that in to find m, right? Because trying to find m. So this is the equation that's going to link m and n. We have m squared is going to be equal to 1 and m squared is equal to 49. So we have m is equal to plus minus 1, m is equal to plus minus 7. Don't forget your plus and minuses. So that will be our final answer. So that's it for this video. I hope that was helpful.